I'm going to be going over Assessment 4-2A on page 125. Several of you had problems with this assignment, so I'm going to go ahead and do it with you here so you can follow along. So I'm on 4-2A, page 125. It says at a blank screen, type the document shown in 416, which is on the next page. And it says change the font to 11 point Cambria. So if I go up to change the typeface, I'm going to choose Cambria. I can also just type C-A. This when I type the C, it takes me to Cambria, and it's 11 point. So that's what I want. There we go. And it says to bold and center the title as shown. So I can either go here, or I could go Control B. I can click here, or I'd go Control E to center something. And looking over on the next page, what I'm going to be typing is table of contents. So I'll go ahead and do that now with the caps lock down. And I'm going to go ahead and return once. And then it says to display the tabs dialog box. Now, if I'm in the Home tab, Paragraph is here. There's a launch button for it. If I click on that launch button, tabs is down at the bottom. And what I want to do is set a left tab at 1 inch and at 1.5 inch. So I'm going to type in 1. It's already left, so I'm going to say set. And then I'm going to type in 1.5. Also want that to be a left. I'm going to set that. And I want to write dot leader at 5.5. So I'm going to type in 5.5, choose right, click number 2 here for leader, and click set. Now if I want to double check anything, I can always click back here on 1 and it tells me it's left. Click on 1.5, it tells me it's left. But click on 5.5, it tells me it's right, and a dot leader. So I'm going to say OK. Before I start typing this, I'm still in center align. So I'm going to go ahead, I could click right here, or I can go Control L, and that'll take me back. So the first thing I need to do before I type business letters is to hit my tab key to take me to that 1 inch tab. So here's business letters, and I'm also going to turn bold off. I'm going to go up here, you can see it's on. I can click on that again, or I can go Control B to toggle that off. So I'm 1 inch in, I'm going to type business. Now if you wish, you can space once after that to give yourself a break between the leaders. When I hit the tab key, it's going to put in the dot leaders. If I want to leave a space before the 3, I can just hit the space bar and type a 3. You don't have to do that, but it just gives you a little bit of a break. If I hit enter now, I need to tab to 1.5, so I'm going to hit the tab key twice. Now I'm in position to type letter styles. Again, if I want to, I can hit my space bar first, hit the tab key, space again, and then I would type the 4. And you can see how they're lining up. Return, tab to 1.5, letter formatting. This time I'm not going to space, just so you can see what it looks like. See how it goes right to it? And sometimes people like a little bit of a break, so that's the difference. Okay, the next one is international correspondence. I'm going to go over to that. I like a better space. I'm hitting the space bar, tab, space bar again. This is 11, and since this is right align, the numbers are lining up on the right. Okay, this is business reports. It only starts 1 inch in, so I just tab once. Again, I'm going to space, tab, space, and this is 14. and then I need to tab in twice to get in position for business report styles. Space, tab, space, and this is 15, tab, tab, front, matter, space, tab, space, and this is 18, tab twice, and this is citing, and this is page 19, enter, or excuse me, tab, tab, and this is report formatting, space, tab, space, and this is number 21, and then return, and then tab, tab, outlining, space, tab, space, and this is 23, enter, and then this one I just need to tab once, and this is appendices, space, tab, space, 26, enter, tab, tab, appendix A, space, tab, space, 27, and then tab, tab, appendix B, space, tab, space, 28. And then it tells us to save it, so you would just go File, Save As. I'm going to save mine to the desktop, and it tells you what to save it. So it's going to be CO4-A02-TOFC.docx. And I'm maintaining the compatibility with previous versions of Word. It also says to apply paragraph borders and shading of your choice to enhance the visual appeal of the document. So if you wanted to, you could go up to the table. We could put a border around it, outside border. We could go ahead and shade it if we wanted to. And again, it's just something that you can do as you wish. So I'm going to save that again. Okay, going on to step 4, it says delete the left tab symbol that displays at the 1.5 inch mark. So I have to select what's in columns. So I'm going to turn on Show Hide. And if I were to select this, I'm going to take the zoom down. I'll come down a little bit here. I'm just going to come down a bit so you can see it all. Okay, if I were to do something like this, do you see how I'm missing part of this up here? So you actually have to go back all the way to here and then go all the way across so you include everything. Get my mouse to work here. There we go. Okay, as we have this selected now, you can see the tabs up here. Now if you want to, you can go back into the paragraph dialog box and we could delete this one. I just select it and hit clear. But it says we need to have one also at 0.5, so I could type in 0.5, make it a left tab and click set and say OK. One thing I forgot to do is move the right tab, so let me go back into there and go here, and it says to move the right tab at the 5.5 mark to the 6 inch mark. So we could clear this one. We can type in a 6 right dot leader set and say OK. Now when I hit OK, you'll see these jump over toward the right. Okay. So that's one way of doing it, just selecting it and going back into the dialog box. here's another way. I'm going to keep hitting undo until my tabs now are back at 1 inch, 1.5, and 5.5. I still have my data selected. Now if you want to, you can click, this is left over here. I can just click here at 0.5 and I'll get a left tab. And then here at this 1.5 one, I can put my mouse on it and just drag it down into the typing area and it's gone. Now if I want to move this to 6 inches, I can get my mouse on it and I can just pull it with my mouse over to 6 inches. And I've accomplished the same thing. I've moved my tabs, but this time I just used the ruler bar. So I'm going to save that. And this concludes this video.